Hello everyone. Let's start the lesson on paraphrasing while citing others' works. We will begin with what paraphrase is, why it is important in citing others' works, then move on to features of a good paraphrase and how to write one. We will have the practice and quiz in the end. So, what is a paraphrase and why is paraphrasing important in citing others' works? Paraphrasing is restating the ideas of a source in our own words. When paraphrasing, we don't change the meaning, but express it in a different way. Paraphrasing is important because it helps us to avoid plagiarism or academic dishonesty, and to accurately represent the ideas of a source that we cite in our writing. Now let's look at the features of a good paraphrase. A good paraphrase includes all of and only the author's ideas, so even though it is entirely in our own words, it is still accurate, fair, and properly cited by referring to the source. Now it's time for us to learn the methods for paraphrasing. The first method is reading the source and highlighting the keywords of all the important ideas, as the example shows. This will help us achieve accurate interpretation of the source. The next method is to organize information in a new order. For example, the paragraph begins with the cause of a problem, the mother's main charge of family survival. But the paraphrased version is to explain the effect of the problem first. The third method is to use synonyms. For example, the global spread of English means that English has spread worldwide. As for issue, it is an important topic that concerns or is relevant to a lot of people. So, with our understanding of the text, we can use words with similar meanings to paraphrase. Next, it is important to remain unbiased and neutral. As shown in the example, we need to cross out the idea of the last sentence because it cannot be found in the source. Finally, referring our paraphrase to the source with in-text citation can help us track where we get the ideas. We can either use in-text citation alone to refer only to the idea, or use in-text citation with the reporting verb to demonstrate our interpretation of the author's position. Now let's practice what we have learned. For the first practice, let's read the source and the paraphrased version. What are the two problems with the paraphrase? For one thing, it uses the word problem to replace issue, which creates a biased interpretation of the original text. Another problem is that the paraphrased version may be considered plagiarized because the wording is too similar to the original. Next, let's read the same passage and another paraphrased version. What are the two methods used for paraphrasing? The two methods are organizing the text in the new order and using synonyms such as bring forth to replace raise and never to replace unprecedented. Now let's check how much we've learned. First, what are the features of a good paraphrase? The answers are A, C, and D. We should include all and only the author's ideas to represent the author accurately, but to put the ideas in our own words. Next question, how to paraphrase? The answers to methods 2, 3, and 5 are organizing information in a new order, using synonyms, and clearly referring ideas to the source. Now let's review our lesson on paraphrasing for referencing and citing. These are essential features of a good paraphrase. Only the author's ideas, accurate and fair, in our own words, and source cited properly. And these methods will help us paraphrase while citing and referencing others' works. Thanks for joining us for the lesson. This online course is funded by the Ministry of Education.